you can see him do the work, but fear or doubt can seep in. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, I think it's by his actions, by his consistency.
Give me an example of his actions.
Well, I have his location.
Amen. Amen. I gave her that.
Ashley, 5,000 answers came to my mind. That one wasn't one of them. You location share.
Yeah.
We had a whole show that debated location sharing, and I was on the fence about it.
Okay.
But you do. But I love it. I just don't do it. And I have nothing to hide. But I love that you trust each other. That was a step that was needed.
And I gave it to her first. You know, I gave her my location, and I gave her the PIN code to my phone. And so I said, anytime you want to check anything, check it. I don't have nothing to hide.
It wasn't because I questioned what he was doing. It was because he will work really late. He'll come, get home late. He'll drive home late when he's in the studio working on editing or things like that. And so there was a day where I just was like, are you okay? I don't know where you are. He fell asleep in the studio. He said,
but because of his background and some of the things you go, is he okay? And then you go, wait a minute, is he okay?
You know what's crazy? If you give a woman your location, the pin to your phone, what's going to happen naturally is she's going to lose interest for you, because a woman mind got to wonder. She got to, is he or nah? But once there's nothing to chase, she becomes bored. And when a woman becomes bored, bro, that's never a good thing. A man got to always be somewhat mysterious. Pretty much keep your woman thinking about you. But when you lay it all out for her, like, yo, hey, I'm going to be loyal. I'm going to be faithful to you. And just you and nobody else but you. Nah, bruh, that's dangerous. A woman got to feel like other women want you. A woman got to feel like other women chasing you. That's the only way she's going to look at you like you're the man. But once you this Mr. Loyal and I'm a good man and I'm doing the right thing, and good luck, okay? Good luck.
I'm in the dating world. I'm 27. I'm educated, no kids. I kind of have the world at my fingertips. Like, I really do. I can do anything. I'm still young. I have a passport. I go on trips by myself. I go on trips with my friends.
Okay. All right.
I know I look like this now, but when I go out, I look nothing like this.
So what's your specific question?
For somebody who's 27, no kids, educated, I have a great job, I have 2 cars, I've built myself up. Just what's your advice? Because I know a lot of women come on here, right? And they may have already had kids. They may already be having situations to where it kind of ties them up in the sense that they don't have as much freedom, right? So
we have a lot of girls who don't have kids, who are single and young.
Yes.
And I tell them to get out the house. They don't get out the house enough. Yes.
Oh, I get out the house.
Are you putting yourself in environments where higher caliber men?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm 27. I sit at the bars by myself. I go out by myself. I order my glass of Prosecco. I'm doing all of the things.
Yeah, I would just say go out to better quality places. And since you have the money and the means and the freedom, you need to be at the top events, front row, VIP tickets.
Yeah, I do courtside. I do with Chris.
So can we go overseas? Maybe let's try overseas.
I did an overseas trip in August.
Okay.
So I think the part that I'm trying to get to is, as somebody who has the basic foundation, I guess what's the next level?
The next level is to be consistent going to those places, but still not attracting a guy. That means it's your appearance.
No, I don't think I have a problem with that. It's white men, black men, Asian men, it doesn't matter.
They all come your way is what you're saying.
And
what I'm also hearing, Mila, is that you're saying, okay, I have everything. All the guys are approaching me. Everything I say, the response is you do it already. So I'm like, then I don't know what to help you with. So if that's the case, you should have the best of the best options. If you're in those environments, every race of man is approaching you. Be like, whoa, which one should I pick? And if that's not happening, there's something happening on the date that you're saying, or how you're showing up, or something you're doing that's turning them off. If this is consistently happening.
No, I wouldn't say consistently, because I'm honestly just fresh back into the dating game. I'm getting ready for a date right now. I just have to add jewelry or out. But I'm going to do.
Hold on. Let's step back. Let me see the outfit. Okay. The dress, it fits you nicely. Okay. But it feels very simple.
Well, yes, because it's still a Wednesday night, and I still live in like a very conservative area.
You was talking big talk, Mila. Okay, we almost called you Big Mila on the live. It's too plain, Mila. We need some pizzazz somewhere. It's like you have on a nice dress, but There's no earrings, no shoe, no makeup, no bag. She just put on a dress. We have to level up the look. That's what I want you to work on this year.
Okay.
So that's here now. Can you bring
I
in
just
the
have a pink overlay. It's very natural.
Okay, we need something else going on.
Y'all can go on my Instagram. Y'all can see when I sit down at a bar, I would put together.
Like, I feel like it's a Christmas tree with no lights. You have a nice Christmas tree in the middle of your home, and then there's no decoration.
Look, fellas, this right here is a woman who is thriving in delusion. Here's the problem. The men that's on her level are the men that she don't want. So she's chasing after the top guys because she feels like she's the shit. Why? Because she's 27, she got 2 cars, she got a degree, and for some reason women don't understand that those things don't increase their value. A woman's main value lies within her beauty. And the problem with this chick right here, the guys that are on her level, she will ignore those guys and forever be delusional and chase after the men that don't want her. That's the life of a bird, fellas. That's the life of a bird.
Since Fetty Wap has been out, people online have been talking about the comments you made about him recently. How do you really feel about him being released?
I genuinely wish him peace and growth. I think that, freedom is an opportunity. And I really hope he uses this chapter in his life to, change the narrative, better things, and just do positive things. So I'm actually glad that he is home, so.
I know, okay, but how do you really feel? Because people are has he tried reaching out to you, your daughter, to see her, anything?
Well, when he was in prison, we all communicated almost every single day. He talked to Kari all the time, and they had big plans. So, I try to keep things with her and, both of my children kind of private for their, well-being. My goal has always been protection and safety for my kids. So, I'm not going to go into too many details of that. But, anytime my child is disappointed, I get upset. So,
So is there any chance of you guys rekindling the romance between you? I know the internet they're going to ask.
We had a good run. It was definitely a lot of highs, a lot of lows, but, that chapter is closed. I think we have both grown, in different directions. And we remain, friends. We have great communication. And I'm hoping that now that he's home, we'll have great co-parenting and, just do what's best for our daughter.
Okay, cool. And what's next for you? Because I know you was dating a little bit. Are you...
Listen, it's just been, my life has been so crazy right now. Right now, I'm working on healing. I'm in therapy. My kids are in therapy. I think, we've just experienced the absolute worst chapter in my life. 2025 was the worst year of my life, learning how to grow through grief and, as a mother, as a woman, as a human. I'm just really focused on healing, focused on my music again. I have a single that's releasing called Lobe, so check that out. And you're gonna see a lot more of me, a lot more from me. I feel like I've been pretty quiet these past few years, and I'm ready to get back outside. But health, healing, growth, music, TV. Y'all know y'all want me back on TV.
We do. Okay, thank you so much.
This right here is just nasty work, bro. This chick is really a clout demon, and she's the worst kind. Obviously, she was the one who called TMZ. Let's be real. And here's the thing, bro. Wherever the clout is, she's gonna go. She just buried her husband, then turned that funeral into a photo shoot. Then she went and messed with Krishan Lil Dude because he had some clout. Now Fetty Wap just got out. Now she's trying to absorb all his new fresh energy. That's what I'm saying, bro. These clout demons are dangerous, fellas. That's why you just don't want to make that mistake and be attached to one, because they're not going to stop until they drain you and finish you, bro. For real.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.
it.